Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Traversatile, and today we'll be comparing what I spent in September to what I had originally budgeted, and we'll set our budget for October. Let's get into the video. Let's get into our budget notebook. Where's my... Don't know where my bookmark is. There it is. So I already went through and filled in all of the cash transactions I've done so far. Now I have to go in, fill the rest that I have not yet, and then we'll add everything up. You guys can vibe to the music in the meantime.
Be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss.
Okay, so let's go through this, shall we? First of all, I did not mean to highlight that. That was a mistake. I was not looking where I was highlighting, but there's nothing special about that number. It's not highlighted for a reason. It was just an accident. Let's see. This month, I obviously spent a lot, but I will say it is because there were multiple expenses that are not recurring. They were abnormal one-time expenses. So for example, we bought my husband a new phone, which obviously we're not doing every month. And also I didn't expect to do that this month, which is why I did budget for it ahead of time. I think I had a hunch that we were going to, but I wasn't sure what the total was going to be. And more so, in addition, I didn't know we were going to go to Target as many times. Well, we went to Target twice, which is more than I expected because I never go there. So just going twice is a lot for me. But each time we went, we got clothes and also some tech stuff. My husband got some headphones and a keyboard. Although I don't really need shirts right now, I really need pants. I have holes in almost every pair I own. So that second time I was like laser focused, like I need pants. Let me get a good pair of jeans and a good pair of like dress pants for meetings and all that. And then in addition, I also got some new shirts, mostly because they were on sale. So with the unexpected price of clothing and also buying an entire phone, the funds were way over by $340. If I had not bought that phone, we would have been under budget. So we ended up doing, I did all the math for it. I'm not going to tell you, but we took a portion from the wedding gift and a portion from the tech to get the phone. So we weren't like completely draining the tech envelope. It was contributed to by both. So that was an abnormal expense, but it was also an abnormal income. In addition, we watched my coworker's dog for like a week and a half, and she graciously gave us $200. It was fun to have him. He and my dog got along, which we weren't sure if that would happen, but they did. So it was fun while he was here. And then on top of that, we did finally go horseback riding this month. For the two of us going for an hour, it was like the total was 130, but I ended up tipping like $20 because I know her, and I know it was a new business and they're trying to get on their feet. So I just hadn't seen her in a while, and I wanted to be gracious. I had the means to do so in that moment. So all of that to say, there are a lot of expenses that were unexpected and abnormal. So even though we went so over budget for the entire month, I'm not stressing about it. We did spend almost $2,000, but we received $3,500. So it balances out well. We're not in the red. And yeah, we like, he needs a phone. That's a necessity. This was the last time they had availability for horseback riding when the weather was still nice. I didn't want to go when it was colder or raining. We had already postponed it so many times. And yeah, we don't normally, it's not every month we receive a wedding gift or money for dog sitting or making a website. So there were a lot of abnormal things this month, but otherwise pretty normal. Our groceries, all the, my husband's loan. We ate out a couple times. We indulged ourselves, and we incorporated it into the meal plan specifically. And yeah, so I'm glad, despite being so over for the total of the month, we were under on groceries, we were under on gas as expected. And also, I meant to say we're under on loans because I thought I would pay his loan and then the rest of my taxes this month, because I grouped in taxes with loans because that's kind of like the most fitting, I guess. But I ended up not doing that this month. It'll end up being the beginning of the beginning of October. So it'll count towards that month. It'll show up in October's expenses. So we're under budget, but I'm just going to transfer this to next month. So yeah, otherwise, other than the numerous outliers, we had a pretty normal month under control. And now we shall go on to October. I decided I keep trying to do it, but it just doesn't work out. I don't spend enough on gas for me to consider it worth taking up an entire row of space. If I really don't spend it that much, I'll just count it under funds because I really don't spend as much as I try to. So I'm not gonna give it a whole... It doesn't earn its space. I need to save that space for other things. So now for this upcoming month, since I didn't pay the taxes last month, I will make the loans $150 because I have to look. I keep delaying it, but I need to look to see exactly how much I owe. This is just an estimation. With a bit of a buffer, and for the normal, like $80 for my husband's loan, and then the rest for the taxes. I think since we would have been under budget if we didn't have so many unexpected large expenses, we would have been under budget. So I think I'm going to keep it at $1,500. Any extra we earn is going to go into the sinking funds I have, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be spending it. It's just going to be going into the envelope. So I'll continue functioning within $1,500. Yeah. I think I feel like we'll still be under it, but I'll give groceries for $70 because now since we've been meal planning, I have been a lot stricter on each grocery trip, and it's been noticeable how I've been spending less on groceries. But I think because I know I am able to be strict on myself, and I truly don't buy a ton of stuff outside of whatever my list is for the next 2 weeks for meals. Oh, sorry. I think it's okay if I allow myself to spend a bit more for splurging on stuff like ice cream. It's not dinner that I planned on. It wasn't on my list, but it would be nice to have a treat every now and then, same as I do with eating out. We can do it a couple times a month, but then if it's beyond that, it kind of seems like a treat, which if I'm trying to be strict, I don't want to treat ourselves if it feels irresponsible in that moment. But there are times when it's okay to treat ourselves to it. So I think I should do the same with groceries. Give us a little room to specifically get a treat from the store rather than a restaurant. I don't know if there's going to be any surprise expenses coming up from our sinking funds, but I'll just give it $400, I guess. We got my husband his phone. I don't plan on getting a phone, but I don't know. We may need a couple tech things here and there, like I don't know, headphones or something. It's a really big buffer for both, but I guess I'll give $250 to eating out and to $230 to miscellaneous. We don't plan on horseback riding this month. I don't really know what else we would do as like an activity or something to count from miscellaneous. I don't know, and I honestly don't know if we plan on eating at restaurants that much. But we have the option if we want to. And for the rest of the income we receive, it will just be put into our sinking funds envelopes. We are still laser focused on saving towards those. We're still going hardcore on saving up for moving out and getting a new car because we are not happy with our living conditions. So we have very strong motivation to save up, even if it comes at the expense of not having ice cream, you know? So we're really putting almost every extra cent we receive towards that. So we're definitely making progress, and we're excited to see how quickly we can build those up. But that is it for this video. I hope you didn't mind my congestion too much. I'm still trying to talk clearly, but my face ain't cooperating and it's irritating. But anyway, yeah, that was our October budget. We finalized all of our September expenses. We tracked it, really. It's more of, at this point, I kind of realized, I recognized that the structure I do is kind of more expense tracking rather than actual budgeting. So for future videos, I am going to look into maybe separating the video because even though it's part of budgeting, expense tracking is not truly doing the act of budgeting, if that makes sense. I've learned, I've noticed over the past week is that it's not truly a budget if I'm just looking back, reflecting at the end of the month and say, oh, hey, look how much I spent. I want to get more control over the process rather than just waiting to the end of the month to reflect. So I may try to incorporate that in future videos. I don't know how soon, but I will try. But yeah, keep your eye out for that. I hope y'all are enjoying this weather. I really don't like the cold, but I know many people do. So I hope y'all are happy and enjoying this weather while it lasts. I know it brings many people joy. So I hope you all are experiencing joy from this. But yeah, that is all I have for this video. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe to stay updated as I go throughout this journey. If you have any questions or suggestions, comment down below. This has been Traversatile. Farewell. We'll be comparing what we spent in August to what we had originally budgeted, and we'll set our budget for October. Let's get into the video. Wait, not August. September. You can do it. So I already went through and filled in all of the cash transaction. Can't breathe and I can't talk. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed, nope, step early, too early. That is it for this video. I'm going to trip over my words. That's what I'm gonna do.